Hi, everyone. Welcome to a Gay and a Guy podcast with me, the Wish.com deck Ken doll that burnt during shipping, and the most discriminated person in the world, the straight white man, Tom Wood.
Massively. Thanks.
I just wanted to get that out there because all the trolls absolutely rallied me last time that we did
was it? Wish.com?
A Wish.com Ken doll that got burnt during shipping. That was my favourite one, actually.
Accurate but harsh. Accurate but harsh.
Very accurate. I felt seen.
Yeah.
That was really tough.
Listen, take it. Take it as a compliment.
Well, he's going to love this one.
Yeah.
He's going to love what this one is.
Yeah.
And I know what you're going to say, and I can already sense that you're going to mention about me being tanned already.
It just adds to the burnt effect, doesn't it? It adds to the burntness in shipping.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've just come back from Greece.
I know, and you've lost weight.
I've lost weight, Ozempic. I probably shouldn't even say that because that's so controversial, but I am using Ozempic.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't care.
It works. Fuck it.
Yeah, so, But for anyone watching this, though, on a serious note, if you are thinking about using Ozempic, please do your research. Please do your research.
I mean, so I can understand it as well. I know you told me a bit about it. It's injections.
It's injections.
Is it fat-dissolving injections?
Sort of. It's for people with diabetes.
Oh, right.
It curbs your hunger. So it completely...
So does it play around with your insulin levels and stuff as well?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It really stops you feeling hungry. It completely stops you feeling hungry, yeah. Yeah.
So basically, just get on it.
Get on what?
Just get on it. Everyone get on it.
No, don't, because the side effects as well that can and do.
And I have seen the side effects with you.
So it is worth really doing your research on them. And they're not cheap either.
No. But they work.
Yeah,
they work.
So from the last podcast to this one, look how much weight I've lost. Look at my face.
And it's changed the colour of your skin.
Do you want to talk about what...
Did it have melanotan in it?
Why are you doing this? No, I...
Do you know what? I say it purely out of jealousy.
Okay, fantastic.
Look at it. It's just not even... It's not even funny. We'll put a filter just on this half of the podcast.
People are probably going to think this is a filter.
Yeah, they probably will. They'll be like, oh, yeah, he's normal.
Yeah.
This guy, not so much. All they can see is teeth and eyes anyway.
Do you want to say what this podcast is about this week?
Yeah, right. So I think, and a topic that I think we should delve into, and it's a topic very close to certainly your heart.
Oh, money.
No.
Oh, okay.
Cosmetic surgery.
Okay.
So,
tell me, what's it like having no cosmetic surgery whatsoever?
I know, right?
Tom?
I know. As a poor person, I know, right?
Go on.
But I thought about this and I thought, do you know what? The last one we did, which was, mental health, ADHD, anxiety, etc. A lot of that, I think, is connected to cosmetic surgery. And I think also the reason I wanted to do it was it's become a topic that is a little bit controversial, I think. It's become a topic that's a lot more accepted as well now. So it's become more mainstream, which I think is more accessible. So it's one of those topics I think it's worth talking about: the good, the bad, the ugly.
Not ugly if you do it
right.
Not
ugly if you do it, but not everyone does it right. You've then got the other side, and when I sort of sent you across the topics of the cosmetic surgery, there's also, you go into the I always get this word wrong. Is it gender reassignment or gender realignment?
Do you know what? I'm going to ask you a question here, and it's a really, really, really personal question, but I'm going to ask you, are you thinking about transitioning? Because you seem to be more obsessed with trans people than trans people are.
It's topical.
Don't jump on that bandwagon.
It's topical.
Don't put cosmetic surgery down to people who are gender reassigning.
I don't know. Is it reassigning? Realigning? Is it realigning your gender? Honestly, I'm fascinated by it because it's so topical right now. Like, it's everywhere. And there's the big debates going on around, at what age and, should there be more support, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's a topical thing.
I thought we were just going to talk about my fillers, and now we're talking about...
We will, but we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that as well. Because it is interesting. But to make it less boring and more fun...
Topical.
We can talk about designer vaginas, because I've seen some footage of designer vaginas. They aren't attractive.
I mean, I don't like vaginas, so anyway.
And I've seen designer penis. Have you seen the designer penis? Where they take a slice off your leg?
No.
I don't get it.
This is really, really, really weird because I didn't know that this was going to take this turn.
No, we'll come on to that. We'll come on to that. We'll come on to that.
Yeah,
there's a method to my madness.
Okay.
But we'll start with the general, cosmetic surgery. It's become more accessible. It's become more talked about. It's become probably more controversial now because it's become more accessible. A lot more people are doing it. You can go off to different countries, get it done cheaper, more affordable. Does that mean better? So I think those are things I want to talk about.
Okay.
So look, you've had cosmetic surgery.
A little bit.
What have you had done?
Fuck me.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Let's get the list out.
Where's my Rolodex?
Yeah.
Right, no. So I have had obviously Botox, obviously filler.
Yeah.
So I've had filler in my.
And that's a regular thing. Every 3 months, 4 months.
No, actually, I haven't had Botox for a while, and I haven't had filler.
Raise your eyebrows.
I can actually raise them. Yeah, thank you. So
I actually can't.
There you go. You've had one. I've had Botox. Yeah. I've had filler. I've had a non-surgical rhinoplasty, which is where you have filler injected into your nose. Okay. You've had that, haven't you?
Yeah. That painful one. As hell.
Yeah. So I've had that. I've had my cheeks done,
filler.
Which is filler.
Yeah.
Jaw filler.
Yeah.
Chin filler. Botox. Teeth.
Yeah. And the teeth are what? Are they veneers or are they?
I don't know what they are. Bridges?
No, you get the composite
bonding.
Composite bonding.
No, they're veneers. So my teeth done. I had fat dissolving in my chins.
Yeah.
And that's it for here.
Anything?
No.
Neck down.
I've been blessed. No.
Six-pack implants?
No, I've had none of that because it's too much to maintain. It would look weird having a six-pack on a fat person.
It looked quite cool though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but no.
Did you ever see that guy on Big Brother?
Yeah.
He looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that one. But no, so I've had quite a lot done to my face. Yeah. But what I like to say is I've had quite a lot of subtle things done, I think.
You've not actually had proper surgery under the knife?
Never, ever.
Would you ever?
I contemplated getting a nose job, and I think, I'm going to be honest, that will probably be the only time I'll ever go under the knife is to have a nose job.
So what was your nose like pre-filler? Was it a bridge?
Oh, it's all gone now.
Was it a bridge?
Yeah. It's all gone out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is what it was like.
Oh, right, okay. And when you do have it then, it's more of a what?
Straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it done again?
I don't think I'll have that done because the lady that does mine, Becky, that does like all of my work, should I say, fantastic, like absolutely incredible. She talked me through the process of it, and she said it's a lot more dangerous than people realise and take into account. Yeah. So it's a no for me for that because she fully put me off on what it kind of entails and how dangerous it is.
Yeah. Because I remember I had the tip done.
Yeah.
Because my nose curled around at the end. It sort of lifted up a little bit. It was the blood vessels, I think.
Yes.
You can kill the nerve endings.
Yeah. It's a lot more damage than it's worth. So I'd probably go under the knife for that. But I'm actually due to go to Becky at Rejuvenaire Aesthetics. I'm actually due to go to her to get a chin enhancement. Chin enhancement or a jaw enhancement? Yeah, so basically I'm going to have more of an aligned face. Does
that mean filler in the front then? Filler in the...
Yeah, so filler in here and then just take a little bit of the jawline there. And then just be kind of, because I hate my side profile, especially from, do you know what? Thinking about that person, this person's going to love this when he sees this on TikTok and think, oh yeah, talking about me, I've obviously got under your skin, under my burnt skin.
Your filler burnt skin.
He came at me for everything that I like about myself. If he'd have come at me from my side profile and gone, oh God, look at his side profile. Now he's going to see this and going to do that.
You've got the worst side profile. But any hater, I mean, this is good. This is a good topic, isn't it? Anybody that's going to have a negative comment, it's typically going to be aimed at someone that looks good, looks maybe better than they do. There's probably resentment there. The work you've had done then, has it made you look better?
Fuck yeah. I look like I said this to you before, I look like I was on Fraggle Rock. Oh my God. Do you know like at Mopper Top Shop and you used to see them Muppets that were just sat up on the shelf? That was me.
Really?
Oh my God. I was so unattractive.
Until what age?
How old am I now? 34. So I'm probably about 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Not long though. You know when, but I'm not going to keep saying it until then.
Yeah, all right.
Till then, and then I started to go, fuck this.
I saw a picture of you when you were in the army. You know that bad. Looks all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks all right. No?
Nah. I won't tell you about then because I was 19.
All right. As you got a little bit older.
Then I went
it all went a bit wrong.
Reckless spree of holidays and I wish I'd have done drugs, but holidays and alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
no drugs
God.
in that binge?
No drugs.
Have you ever done drugs?
Never done. I've had a look at me. I've had a brownie.
Oh, you devil!
I've had a brownie.
Yeah. I don't. Drugs don't agree with me.
What drugs have you had?
Only weed, a whitey.
Okay.
Do you know what white is?
Nope.
Weed is basically you smoke a bit of weed, and then I just go white, throw up, dribble, look awful. I can't. Drugs don't agree with me. Alcohol doesn't agree with me. Drugs didn't agree with me. Cocaine just didn't see the point.
Is that an up or a downer?
I just used to sober me up a little bit, which pissed me off, so I drink more.
Right.
I don't get it. It's not. Yeah, it didn't really agree with me. Anyway, this isn't a drug session. It's not like a counselling drug session. You know, this is not.
I wish it was.
Yeah, it's not about your brownie addiction.
Be a lot more fun.
We're not here to discuss your epic brownie drug binge. All right, so you had your work done then.
Mm-hmm.
So what was driving the need for the cosmetic surgery?
I didn't like. No, the things that I've had done are things that needed doing.
Well, you're saying needed.
So I needed my teeth doing.
Right. Well, they were
without
really
a doubt. Yeah, I think my teeth were quite bad. So I needed my teeth doing. Did I need Botox when I was 22?
Probably. I should hope not.
Well, I want.
Unless you'd been in the sun way too much.
Well, I needed my teeth doing. God, I say I need my teeth doing, and I had a whole face done. But I think as I've gone older, I think because I wanted things to just look a little bit more pleasing, aesthetically.
To you or to others?
To me.
To you.
I don't care what anyone else thinks.
So it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing. So the view that I've recently adopted on cosmetic surgery is if you feel shit about something, change it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which, and I think that's kind of the view that I've now taken. If you have an issue, if you have something you're not happy with, then change it.
Me?
What, I've got an issue with you?
How long have we got?
Yeah. But I think surely that is the right thing to say, isn't it, these days?
No, I don't say that because then people will start going, oh, Tom got on the internet and told me that I need to change my boobs or something.
But shouldn't they? If they're a problem.
Boobs are none of your business. Let these little girls have their little boobs.
I'm not saying it's my issue.
Oh.
I'm not saying someone's got crap boobs, Tom says change them. I might do if they had crap boobs.
I was going to say.
I definitely would. No, I'm saying if they aren't happy with their boobs, then I think it's down to them, isn't it?
Yeah. A friend of mine, I won't say a name then. See, this is what happens when I get on this. Start telling people's business, don't I? I'm really bad for that, so I'm not going to say Rachel's name. But somebody I know recently.
Let's call her Rachel.
Yeah, she had her boobs done recently. Yeah. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it because they were in proportion to her body.
What? So why did she get them done?
Because she had a baby.
Okay, so she had the drops, the weight.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I mean, she can kill me for saying her name on it. To be honest, probably. But
I think they should. Honestly, I think if people generally aren't happy with something, I'm a firm believer now. If you're not happy with something, change it. Because I think so many people, will live their life going, oh yeah, I hate my turns, or I hate my nose, or I hate my teeth, or I hate my ear. These days, I think just change it. From a confidence perspective, from a self-esteem perspective, change it.
Would you have anything else done?
100%.
What would you have done?
I hate under my eyes, so I'm definitely going to get
I'm
going to get some new eyeballs. I'm going to get the skin. So I think they make an incision below the eye and they stitch your skin to your eyelid, I think. So I'll get all the bags removed from under my eyes because that's something that really bothers me. That's going back to my youth when I used to drink and just live recklessly and have loads of sunbeds and having children probably. But I'll definitely get those wrinkles moved. I'll probably get my teeth done, I think. If I could.
Forehead?
I like my forehead.
Chin?
I've got
Cheeks?
a bunch in. I've had filler.
Ears?
I've had filler in here. My ears are tiny. I would get them bigger.
Neck?
My neck's massive. I'd get my neck reduced. My neck is huge. Look at that. Look at that neck. If there's a thing that could get a neck reduced,
Lipo?
should we just stop looking at my body here?
Okay, sorry.
Bigger penis? Yes, definitely.
Have you had your hair done?
No. What do you mean?
As a
Transplant?
Yeah.
No.
What have you had done then to your hair? Because you've just said then, like, oh, I've had something.
No, I've dyed it in the past, but
I feel like you look like you've had a transplant.
no,
Like, it looks very...
straight.
Yeah.
I've got a really straight hairline, apart from when I grow my hair. Then it goes, you know, I had it a bit swooped over.
Yeah, I remembered that.
Yeah,
Do you not like it?
I didn't like what was going through there.
Oh, okay.
I feel this like suits me more. Makes me look more masculine, like manly, and
Yeah. So anyway, about your Botox.
yeah, my Botox and my filler. So I've had Botox, I've had filler, so I've had filler, cheek filler.
Mm-hmm.
I had my lips done recently.
Actually, I've never had my lips done.
Yeah, I had my lips done. I had filler in the nose. I've had filler in the whatever they're called.
Jowls.
No, jowls. That's such a fat person word. In your jowls. What even is a
Well,
jowl? What is a jowl? That's not a jowl. No, it's not.
Oh, is it not?
I don't know. It might be. I kind of like it's like a fat thing here, is it? Your jowls.
I think as well, we speak about having stuff done. I genuinely believe that you need to find the right person to do it.
Yeah.
Because you need to find a person that will say no to you as well. That isn't just a cash cow. That isn't just there to go, oh, okay, I'll experiment on you because I need to get this done. I've been really, really fortunate that with Becky, she'll say no. She'll go, no, you don't need this. Like, or no, you don't need that. Yeah. Or if I think I need something and it's like a genuine thing, I'll ask Becky and she will tell me how we can improve it.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the first thing that I think about.
So there's a thing at the minute with Botox where lots of people are giving Botox, doing Botox that aren't medically certified, is it?
There was this girl. Can I go on about this? And I hope she watches this because I hate her. So a former friend of mine, fat girl that she was and still is, I noticed the other day, I think some recommendation came up on Instagram for me to follow her new aesthetics page. I thought, what the hell have you ever done that makes you now an aesthetics nurse? Nothing. Hate it. They ain't qualified. They'll just go on a 3-day course, spend $1,000, and all of a sudden.
So historically, you didn't need to be certified or medically trained, did you? You could just go and do it, couldn't you? Is that right?
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot.
No, but I think that's what it was. But now they've come out and gone, you have to be, which has obviously meant a lot of Botox people had to either go and get certified or stop. But I'm guessing lots of them haven't stopped.
No, I don't know. Becky's, my lady, is fantastic. Yeah. She's just great. She'll say to me, yeah, no, or let's try this, or let's, before we jump into like getting filler somewhere, which is hard enough to take out as it is, when you kind of mess yourself up there, she'll like go, let's think about this, or sometimes I think she's just being polite when I'll go, oh, I need this, like I'll go, oh, I need to get my fat neck done. She'll go, you ain't got no fat neck. I'm like, Rebecca, come on, stop. But like, you do need to find somebody that will tell you the truth and be honest with you and not do it, because I think that you run the risk. Many, many years ago when I first started having Botox, there's this picture that still haunts me to this day. And I looked at it and I remember I was out in Birmingham for an ex-friend's, the fat one, an ex-friend's birthday.
Did she do it?
No. And we took a picture, just the two of us, and I kid you not, I looked at that picture and I went, I will never, ever, ever have Botox again. My face looked like it had been pulled so tightly, like it looked sore. Yeah. It looked really, really painful, and it was just so bright, so shiny, so tight, didn't move. And from that, I don't think I had Botox for about 4 or 5 years.
So when I first had Botox, so when you have Botox, you kind of trial and error how much you have. Do a little bit here, a little bit there. When I first did it, I must have strong muscles here, either up here or here, wherever it is. So we did it, and it's like, it normally takes 10 days to kick in. Day 4, my eyebrows had gone like this. So like Jack Nicholson, the actor, I'd got these huge V's in my eyebrows. And I was looking in the mirror, all I could see was this look. And of course, when I then lifted my eyebrows or smiled, it just went bigger. They went like to here. And I had to go back within like 2 days. They were like, no, let it all settle. Honestly, it will not settle. You've got to sort this out. So I had to go back and get more. Now the person that I do it with, she's medically trained, everything else. Apparently I have, in some cases, 4 times more Botox than anybody else has. Because of the muscles in my forehead, just how strong they are. I mean, obviously I'm clearly quite strong anyway. So the muscles in my forehead are clearly, they're following suit. But so I'm now having to have, 4 times the amount that anybody else is having.
I'm going to talk about people now having a bit too much work done, and there are some people out there that I think it's an illness.
Yeah.
One, I think it's a hobby, and 2, I think it's an illness. Katie Price.
Yeah.
The state of Katie. Oh, I should say this.
Do you know what pisses me off though? Okay, but do you know what pisses me off with Katie Price?
Everything.
I can't stand the woman. I mean, I literally can't stand the woman. What pisses me off with Katie Price, the pictures that she puts out there are so filtered. So she'll put these pictures on her Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, but Stacey will show me. It's a different person.
Yeah.
It's a different person. And then what will happen is you'll see a Mail Online picture of her, and she literally looks like she's been beating the shit out of.
She looks like Jocelyn Weldon style.
Oh my God.
Like
but her skin,
it's so
the
tight.
texture is so rough as well.
It's really, really bad. And
but then she'll go and put this filter on her Instagram.
Yeah.
And looks like a 20-year-old fucking model.
Yeah, which should be illegal. But she's so awful. I mean, she's had that much. She's what, 40 something?
I think.
She's had so many facelifts already that she's still got the scars by her ears, and she's just terrible. Yeah. She's had her teeth are horrendous. They are literally like she's wearing a gum shield. Her nose, now she's gone even
boobs.
bigger with her boobs now,
God.
And she's just so. I must think you must walk around in constant agony.
Oh, she must do, and she's had loads of botched operations. But the thing that amazes me with her, right? So the idea with surgery, and is we're striving to become a better version of ourselves, aren't we? I suppose is the best way to describe it. She looks fucking awful.
I know,
but
I think she knows she does.
I saw a picture in a bikini, and she's almost like her figure does this, just goes straight down.
She looks like an upside down
coat
hanger.
Yeah, there's no curves.
No,
there's no shape. She had a bloody BBL as well.
Yeah,
apparently.
I know. So when you look at her the back, and it's just like this.
It's nothing.
It's like she's got like a basketball there, but because she's so out of proportion, it just looks horrible.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look right on her, and it's a shame. I do feel a little bit sorry for her, but then the other side of her as well, I don't like her as.
I don't like her personality.
No,
so
I don't think she's an awful parent. She's an awful dog owner, animal owner.
Yeah.
She's just a terrible example for anybody that's living and breathing.
Do you think that? I mean, part of her. So we go back to the cosmetic surgery thing. Do you think she has that addiction?
Yeah, I think it's an addiction that she's addicted to everything. She's addicted to drugs, to fame, to men.
Yeah.
I remember
she married like 6 times.
I remember seeing something and it made me cringe because I know it wasn't true. Where Katie Price said that she was on an interview. She said, "I've actually had more boob jobs than I've slept with men." And she went, "And not many people." Because I thought, you lying slut.
Yeah.
Why lie? Why? Because you'd have had to have at least 300 boob jobs. At least.
Well, she might have done.
It's just.
No, I mean, she's she's awful.
Yeah,
she's awful.
Absolutely.
But do you think so? On the addiction to surgery, do you think it is an addiction, or do you think it is, in her case, where you have surgery and it goes wrong? So you have more surgery to correct where it's gone wrong. And then there might be complications. There might be something else that causes another problem. You then have to have another surgery because that's gone wrong. Do you think that can be the case?
I think that is the case with her, as well as the addiction to it, and as well as the. I mean, remember? I don't want to do this because you're going to go on to the trans issue again. But the human Ken doll. Do you remember the actual one? And he went on Big Brother, and he's from like Portugal or something. Oh, you know the one, and he actually looks like a Ken doll, but he's had a sex change now.
Oh, yeah.
And his name's Jessica Alves.
Jessica Alves, yeah.
Yeah. He went on in Loose Women, right? And she was on there at the time, Katie Price, as the man.
Yeah.
And Katie Price was like, "I'm so jealous of the work you've had done. I want to have this done. I want to have that done. I said, this is the problem. It's because she's an absolute moron. She needs a chaperone. right? Because clearly she sees something and goes, I want that.
Yeah.
You're looking at a man here and you want the
So
same
she looked
jaw
at a
as
man
him.
and wanted that.
Yeah.
So have you watched the Olivia Atwood?
I don't like her. I know I don't like. It's not. I don't like anyone from Love Island. Don't watch it. So I don't.
She's all right. I quite like her. Olivia Atwood, Filthy Rich, I think it's called. Series 2 is just out on ITV, and it's the first episode is girlfriend experience. So there's a thing apparently now, and honestly, the money. So some of these women will do girlfriend experience. They will go around and have sex with boyfriends.
They're escorts. Tell it how it is.
No, so some of them
They are escorts.
There's one. What's the bloody name? Can't remember. Anyway, so it's the second person she interviews on this program. All she does is message. Doesn't physically go and see anybody. Doesn't do anything. She just messages. She's got 16 boyfriends, permanent boyfriends, and they will be like, "Morning. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just getting up. I'm having breakfast." This is all they want to do. Just talk about this shit. What's your plan today? Oh, I'm going out. How's your day? Oh, you've got that meeting, haven't you? Just chatting like a boy. Every now and then she might have sent a little topless pic. 180 grand a month. 180 grand a month. Honestly, watch this program. It is like 180 grand a month.
I was just like, I couldn't imagine anything worse. I'd start conversations for 180 grand. Boy!
If somebody wants me to be their boyfriend,
I'm in.
Morning.
I would put on the nicest personality. They wouldn't get the real Ashley
Honestly,
at all.
yeah. 180 grand a month.
Oh my goodness.
Watch it.
I am missing £180,000 or £180.
£180,000 a month.
What kind of foolishness? Who is paying this?
She went
is this
on.
one person that's paying that?
It's multiple boyfriends.
Oh no, this is way too much. I ain't going to keep up conversations with more than one person.
So the thing that Olivia's interviewing her, the thing that became a problem that Olivia noticed was it's literally 24/7. But what this girl's done now is quite smart. She's got a team of people. So she's now got a team of people that are responding around the clock.
I am in the wrong job.
Mental. Watch it.
180,000 Great British pounds
a month. And
32 days of the year. How many days in a month?
154.
32 days in a month.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Yeah. 32.
So on her OnlyFans, or whatever she's on, she'll go live. She'll go, "Hi guys."
I see, you've already put me off because she's on OnlyFans.
But I think that's just the...
I find your own.
That's what the weirdos are.
I don't know.
They are, aren't they?
I don't know.
The foot fetish
I've got friends
guys.
on OnlyFans. I'm scared to say
Yeah, but they are. I mean, but the people that go on OnlyFans, as in people that post on OnlyFans, they're fucking smart.
Do you know who else makes loads of money? Speaking about very similar to that, these gym men, when everyone wants their pants, everyone wants their used socks.
So you know Scott, who worked for me?
Yeah.
Before he worked for me, he was at university, this is 10 years ago. And he was making money by just doing some pictures. It wasn't OnlyFans at the time, probably just Facebook, whatever. Doing pictures.
Newspaper.
Yeah, doing pictures. Sending pictures to guys that wanted, a picture of him. But then the guy would go, "Oh, can you put American football outfit on? And can you, charge?"
That reminds me of a scary movie.
Mate.
What?
And a couple of times, so one guy on Instagram wanted his pants, but it had to be used.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I know a couple of bodybuilders and a couple of people that are personal trainers and all that kind of stuff, and they say that they get offers, like somebody will go, "I'll pay you 50 quid for your used pants." Yeah. But to be fair, the people that I know that get the requests always say no, because they're trying to build their brand, or they have a brand and they don't want to jeopardize anything like that, and I've got a lot of respect for that. But I mean, I sometimes go to myself so say if you've gone to Primark, paid £2 for a pair of boxers, and you get 50, you're making £48 profit.
I know, but I'm not
encouraging nobody wants yours. I'm not encouraging you to do it. But
I just can't. The thought. So I'm in the gym.
Okay, let's not go down this road because I already feel sick thinking about you in the gym.
But anyone, surely.
No, but you in the gym, I don't need to think about. It makes me feel sick. Oh,
you should see me in the gym.
All that back fat. Not back fat, sorry.
Back fat.
Back rolls. Back sweat. Let's
honestly,
just not. Anyway.
Vest. Muscles out.
Who?
Me. Muscles popping everywhere.
What are you at? An oyster bar?
Oh.
Honestly. You ain't got no muscles.
I walked out of the gym today. Some little fella goes to me, "My son will be jealous." I said, "Oh, what's that? Why?"
Because it's 7.
You said, yeah. He went, your size and your tattoos. Oh, yeah.
How old's your son? He's 6.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about cosmetic surgery. You know, if you feel like you need to change something, you should change something. Let's get a little bit serious.
Mm-hmm.
Should there be some kind of a system in place that determines how much is too much? Like you mentioned about Mickey Rourke had the wrong people around him. There must be something to kind of stop people. Clearly, Katie Price has had way too much. Why is no one stepping in going, fucking no? Like, you know what I mean? Why is no one just going, you can't keep having this much surgery?
It all comes down to your support system, doesn't it? It all comes down to the people around you are either your friends or they're groupies.
Yeah.
And, you know, they'll go, yeah, you go and have this done. And then I can have my lips done at the same time. And they'll pay for them to have their lips done. And I'll pay for them to have this done. And, you know, because somebody like Katie Price isn't just going to go there on her own.
No.
She'll go with one of her mates, or she's got no mates actually, but somebody else will go there with their mates, and then their mates will have their teeth done, and their mates will have this done, and their mates will have that.
I kind of almost feel like there should be a medical, you know, code of conduct.
There probably is, you know, but people just want the money. People, like, they're just as guilty as the people that are having it done.
Because you would look at Katie Price and probably the bloody is it bride of whatever her name is?
Oh, Jocelyn Williamson.
Yeah, but you know, at some point, somebody should go, you're probably mentally not right. Do you know what I mean? You're probably mentally not stable, so you probably shouldn't have this done. But no one seems to be doing that, and you say you're getting all these, you know, more and more surgeries, more, you know. It's like, where's that going to end? Because Katie Price, where is that going to end? She's not going to suddenly stop and go, yeah, I've had enough now. As she gets older, she's going to have more. Because she's desperately clinging on to her youth. Hence why she filters the pictures. And, you know, as she hits 50, she's going to have more. You know, so where's that going to stop?
I don't think it will. I think, do you know what? It's really bizarre, but I think, I shouldn't say stuff like this. I think she'll die under the knife.
Probably.
I think there'll be, and touch wood, that doesn't happen because she's got kids. But I do believe that people like that are going to, it always happens. Like, for example, Joan Rivers, loved, adored, thinks she was one of the greatest comedians ever to have walked this planet. Obviously had a hell of a lot of surgery, hell of a lot. Like every other week she was under the knife. And the one time that she went under the knife for something that wasn't plastic or cosmetic surgery related, she died. Yeah, she went to have something done to her throat, some sort of operation on her throat to fix something, and she died. And I just think, you can't help but think, it's almost like a swan song, isn't it?
Yeah,
going,
it's got to take its toll.
What makes you will ultimately destroy you as well.
I think it's got to take its toll on your body.
Yeah. You go under anaesthetic that much, and general anaesthetic or whatever it is, you go under it that much, your body's going to start to just reject it. And, you know, you're going to end up giving yourself... You know, it's like old people shouldn't be going under like general anaesthetic and stuff because their hearts
can't take it. I do think that, you know, so the sane person, I do think, you know, lots of people will stop when they hit to the point of what they wanted to achieve. So that Jessica Alves, you know, she's now come out and said, I've now reached the person I wanted to be. You know, I'm a woman, I'm you know, and to be fair, I think she looks brilliant. I think she looks great, you know.
You also thought Janice Dickinson looks great.
I didn't see the Janice Dickinson thing. Maybe I saw it 20 years ago. But for someone like her, then, I think, brilliant. You've come now from, you know, being a man who had a lot of work done, clearly as a man was trying to become feminine, and now has reached that goal, you know. I think those kind of things, I think if that's what you want to do, I think that's great. And I think if you've achieved that and you look how you wanted to look and you had that vision, and you've now become that person, I think that's brilliant, you know. But it's the people that keep on going. It's the people that just can't seem to find what, I don't know, happiness, what perfection is in their mind, and they keep going. And it's almost like you're continuously going over old scars, aren't you? You're continuously going over old tissue. And there's only so much you can do with that, surely.
Yeah, it's like when you're injecting or like stuff, and they tell you not to always inject in the same site. 'Cause you have like a build-up of tissue, don't you? Am I just making this up?
I don't know. It sounds good.
But they
I think we both are.
don't keep injecting in the same side.
You get scar tissue. Yeah. So when you inject steroids and stuff, you get scar tissue.
Mm.
And as you put a needle in, it won't go in.
Mm.
So you then have to find another spot.
But that's what I feel like happens with like that much work on your face. They have to keep on another place to go into.
Yeah, it must be. And a lot of the time, if you're having facelifts, for example, surely it's going to be the same area.
Yeah. That's why Katie Price looks like a Wish.com Barbie doll.
She looks worse than that.
Or burnt in shipping.
She looks worse than that.
Yeah, she looks terrible.
Absolutely. The thing I don't get with her, right, and this is what pisses me off with people like that as well, they've got really bad hair. Like, surely you could go and get better hair extensions.
Yeah.
Surely you could go and get,
Britney Spears got bad hair extensions.
Yeah, but she's just a bit.
So let's leave Britney alone.
Do you like Britney?
I do like Britney.
I thought you might.
I mean, I don't want her all over my social media with her boobs out, and dancing like...
mentally she's got issues, hasn't she?
I believe she got slapped. That's a really big thing.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like she's got to that point now where she's just become annoying.
Well, y'all wanted her free.
But
everybody wanted Britney free, and now she's free.
I always said there's a fucking reason they've done that. There's a reason. There's a reason people are trying to control that woman.
Britney.
Now she came out, she just went fucking mental. And she's like Instagram naked. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's the weird dancing.
What has happened?
Bless her.
Well, there was the thing that came out a little while back, which said that she died. And her ex was now just regurgitating content to pretend that she's still alive. Not her ex, her husband, sorry.
Jesus. She can't be. She got slapped yesterday.
Yeah. This was a while back. And there was even pictures where you could see like the blurred lines where someone had done something to a picture. There was like a blurred line in the back. Everyone's like, see, she's been superimposed on that picture. She's dead. But everyone was generally believing it. Everyone was like, oh, God,
Yeah.
But because of the fucking madness that she, puts out there.
So, I know, we keep missing the gender.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it. Do we think with cosmetic surgery, because that is now the new thing, isn't it? I went on LinkedIn and there was a big Pride march I can't remember what it's bloody called. It's in London recently.
Brighton.
No, it's London one. There's one in London.
Oh, you mean London Pride?
Maybe. But a big march. Front and centre was this person that I follow on LinkedIn. I can't remember the person's name. Same person, because I think it's a man.
Not that it matters. They also may be non-binary.
No, I think it is a man. I think it identifies as a man. I think. Front and centre, shirt off, scars where the boobs have been removed, and was really like, yeah, all this kind of thing. And I kind of thought, like, and only a young guy, 28. I kind of thought to myself, is that a good thing?
What?
To be really promoting that level of surgery.
Yeah, because okay. So I'm not an expert in transitioning. I'm not an expert in kind of the ins and outs of how it happens or how it works, should I say. But one thing I do know is that when you are transitioning from female to male, you do have to have your breasts removed, and it is a huge surgery. So the scars are going to be there. And it's going to take years and years.
I get the scars.
Years.
The scars aren't the issue.
Oh, what's the issue?
I get scars.
Oh, I thought that's what you like. Is it a good thing to promote scars?
No, obviously I get the scar fact. I get that, you're not going to cut your boobs off and not have scars. I'm not a scarist. No, I just think to really be promoting this, because I've seen it recently now where lots of young people. There was one that was really quite high profile, that stunning girl. She's probably only 13, 14, like probably could be a model, that beautiful, has now gone, oh, do you know what? I want to be a man, But it was so easy for her to have the operation, so easy for her to transition. Everybody was then going, has she really thought about this? Like, has she really been consulted properly? Has she had a proper kind of discussion around this? Because it was so quick that she had the operation, boobs removed. It was like, and all of a sudden it's like, you've now made that move. It's a really serious move now. Did you really give it the proper thought? And that's the issue, I think, at the minute. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because it's become so easily achievable it's become so accessible now. People are doing it, especially in America. People are doing it so quickly, making that transition. Are they going to regret it? Is it a mental health thing where they're kind of thinking and they, oh God, okay, we'll do that and you will feel better. Do you know what I mean? Has it become that now? And that's my worry with it. I say I'm all for it. In the case of Jessica Alves, I think it's fucking brilliant. I think always wanted to be a woman, made the journey, mature adult, went through the whole thing and achieved the goal. Absolutely all for that. Young children, teenagers, going through a period. Is it really a period? Making that massive decision.
And I don't know why, but I thought there was like some sort of a period of time, like a year or 3 years or something, where you go through all of that.
So I think what's happened now is because I'd say in the last year, 2 years, because gender has become such a topic and it's so associated to mental health, it's almost like those periods and that kind of consultation has kind of gone, because people are now so fearful of the pushback. They're so fearful of the backlash of not doing these things, not supporting. Because also there's been a huge increase in child and teenage suicides of people that feel they're in the wrong body, feel that they're not who they should be, so they go and kill themselves. So there's this huge backlash media coverage now of people getting slated for not supporting these people sooner, that they're now doing it so easily. They've now gone the other way and gone like, yeah, come in, we'll chop it off and we'll put it on. But it's like, okay, but have these people really thought about it? Have they really gone through the period, or are they just like fucking hell? How many people now, and even that Dylan Mulvaney, I know I talk about Dylan Mulvaney a lot because it just blows my mind. Dylan Mulvaney blows my mind because, I might mention this on the last one, she was in that video recently where she went, well, I've put my parents through a lot. I've gone from being a gay man to being...
You're so offensive.
Yeah, but it's just ridiculous. Being a gay man, being non-binary, then it was being trans, and then it was, oh, actually now I fancy women. It was like, fucking hell, make your mind up. But are these little phases of someone growing and changing? And they probably are, which is completely natural. But if that's a fucking change, do you know what? I want to be a woman right now. You go and have the operation. 6 months down the line, you go, oh, fuck. I just don't want to be a woman. It's too fucking late, isn't it?
Oh. You know what? As I say, I think there needs to be some sort of period of time, which should be 1 to 3 years, for example. You need to be living in... Because I remember years and years and years ago when I was younger, and there was a couple of people on TV. There was Nadia from Big Brother.
Yeah.
And I remember her backstory was she had to live for a year.
She looks awful, by the way, now. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
She had to live for... I met Nadia in a club in Guildford many years ago, and but there was so you had to live. I think she lived for like a year as a female, and I remember that was what everyone used to have to do. They used to like kind of make people live for 12 months as a female, not any operations or surgery, but with the hair. With kind of presenting as a female, going out.
There's a hormonal thing as well. Take the relevant drugs to
and they found that a number of people didn't fully go through with it in the end because they didn't enjoy it, or they didn't feel like it was right for them. And there was a lot more of that. And I think as well, another thing as well that used to pay was back then people used to get harassed like hell for doing it, and these people are like, I just can't do it, I don't want to be doing that. So a lot of people still suppress it, which is a shame. A lot of people still end up obviously not in the correct gender that they were wanting to be or felt like they were representing, which was also a shame. But I do think there needs to be some element of that. I feel like there needs to be some kind of, you're right. You can't just say, oh, I feel like I am in the wrong body and I feel like I should be a girl when I'm currently a boy. I feel like, I shouldn't be. I do feel like, okay, let's go through a whole process of it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go through some sort of counselling. Let's go through some sort of psycho-evaluation of it. Let's go. And I do believe that this should be funded by the NHS, by the way. I feel like this side of it should be funded by the NHS.
To the extent, I did a poll on LinkedIn and actually said, should companies now offer the counselling side around gender reassignment? Because it is becoming so prominent. You know, on my medical employee medical plan, they don't even cover mental health, which I was amazed at. We only realised that when somebody needed some mental health support. We went through our medicals. Oh, we'll get it private. You know, doesn't even cover mental health, which I was like, what the fuck? But should those kind of things now be part of it? You know, should companies offer that? You know,
yeah. Absolutely. And I feel like the companies should. I feel like the NHS should fund the psycho-evaluation. I feel like they should fund the counselling and therapy that comes along with it. But I also believe that they should fund all mental health sides of everything. The NHS should.
Massively.
And I feel like they should do that. And then there should be a process. And it's because ultimately when you're saying, I want to be in a different body, it's like, okay, that's not the end of it. No. It's not the end of it there and then. There's still the after effects. There's still the medication afterwards. There's still there's still things that I think a lot of people don't understand afterwards. And I believe that if you are, you know, if you're taught about it and if you go through medical training and you have this and you have that and you have the counselling, you have all of that, you're then starting to go, okay, the end cycle is a lot longer and further away than I thought. So, you know, me waiting for this and waiting for it's the correct thing to do. And I don't think that happens anymore. And I'm not blaming your everyday people for it. I'm blaming these, here we go. Now I'm going to turn into you and have a rant. I'm blaming these celebrities who are glorifying what they can do because they have the power and the platform to do it. And when I talk about stuff, I'm not talking about celebrities who've transitioned. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about these people that go, I'm non-binary and now you will refer to me as they, you will do this and you will do it. And it's like you're forcing people to do this and it's okay because you've got 100 million fans who support you and they're your support system. So for your 10,000 people on your one post that call you everything under the sun, you've got 4 million who are also backing you and supporting you. For your everyday people, they don't have that support system in place. They will just have 200 people telling you you're a freak and telling you you're wrong, and 2 people saying, good for you, well done, congratulations. Do you think Sam Smith and Demi Lovato are reaching out to you to check if you're okay? Because they don't care, and I mean this, they don't care about you, they care about themselves, and they can be on a platform where they're so protected by the security, by all of that, and that's fine. But your average, everyday 12-year-old who is going through all of these things and doesn't know whether they're male or female or non-binary, doesn't know what it is that they want and what they see you and think, oh, Sam Smith and Demi Lovato are living their authentic lives, so I can live mine. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different there. And I don't think they help scenarios and situations. And I ain't just saying this about Sam Smith because I can't stand them. I'm saying it because I feel like it's a dangerous message to put out. What they should be doing is they should be giving it support helplines, numbers to support helplines. They should be saying, this is who you can contact, even if it's the Samaritans, even whatever it is. But instead, they've just come along and said, you'll now refer to me as they, and you will do this, and you will say that, and you will do this. And now it's like going, oh, okay, so everyone else has to do it, but everyone else that gets bullied.
But I mean, the Sam Smith one's quite a good one because you can see that confidence has grown because of the fan base.
Yeah.
Because if Sam Smith felt that strongly about it, they would have done it before they were famous.
Yeah.
They would have done it before they had that platform.
Yeah.
But they've only done it in the last 2 years, 18 months, because it's become acceptable and because they know they've got that fan base and that following.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same as them promoting, suddenly they've gone really overweight and unhealthy looking. And what we forget is, you can live your best life looking however you want to look. But how unhealthy is that for you to be obese, for you to not look after your health, for you to just think that it's okay? So added pressure onto your normal everyday person who then goes, oh, okay, I can eat junk food and I can get fat. That's going to cause depression.
Yeah.
That's going to cause health side effects. That's going to cause risks. That's going to cause all these things. But it's okay because Sam Smith's doing it. No, Sam Smith's trying to just be controversial to get more views, to get more hits. That's what's happening.
The overweight thing pisses me off. The you know.
I do love Lizzo though.
Oh my, yeah, but I just
do love Lizzo.
I do, and I think fair play to her. I saw her on stage. Was it Glastonbury? She was at?
Yeah.
And she don't give a shit. She just wears whatever.
Yeah.
And I think fair play to you. What pisses me off, right? And again, I'm not on Instagram, so I don't have to see this, but Stacey will show me. So there's a blonde woman on Instagram. Can't remember her fucking name. She is huge. I mean, she's probably the size of this sofa. If she sat on this sofa, she is massive. But she's promoting this, I love my body and you should love yourself. And she's wearing all these bikinis. And I'm just literally like, oh my God, you can't see the bikini because there's so many rolls and it's just like, you know, the leg is as big as me and you put together. It's just horrendous. But she's promoting this, you know, love your body. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You're going to get diabetes. You probably have it already. You know, your heart is probably the size of a pig. And it is going to, it probably is. You know, your heart's going to fucking explode. Your arteries are clogged to fuck. Like, your cholesterol must literally be through the roof. You're going to die. Like, you're going to die probably before you're 50. That's the concern, isn't it? Yeah, great, be yourself. But fuck me. There's a limit, surely. There has to be a medical, like, again, the plastic surgery. There has to be a medical intervention here where someone goes, no, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that winds me up, that one, because I get all this kind of love yourself and, you know, all that. I'm cool with that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, there is that element of it. And then you look at some people, to talk about weight, I guess, to look at some people who have gone the opposite way.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think that this person's a really good role model in the fact that actually that she went and lost weight. She was big. She lost the weight.
Who is she?
Who is she? She's Adele.
Oh, okay.
Right, Adele. She's Adele.
Well, I don't like her since she got skinny.
Now listen.
I liked her fat.
It ain't about whether we like her or not.
She was girl next door when she was fat.
It ain't about whether we like her or not, right? But she's a perfect example of, do you know what? She was big. And she had a child. And since she had the child, she was like, do you know what? I want to be able to see my child grow up.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see and spend and do things with my child. And she does. And do you know what? And I think to myself, and look at her. She's the world's biggest recording artist.
Do you know what I think, though?
What?
I think it's the bitchiness in people that now... So I don't like her now. And I'm like, yeah, I liked when she was fat. She's probably not changed. Personality's probably not changed.
Yeah.
It's the haters in us that go, oh... Look at her loving herself.
Now she's lost weight, she's the right
Look
bitch.
at her. She's a right diva. Yeah. She's a right bitch because she's skinny.
I don't care about Adele no more because she's skinny and she's actually a bitch.
Yeah. Look at how she's acted. She's probably changed. She's probably
not changed whatsoever. Oh my God, she's done carpool karaoke and now she's driving. Who does she think she is? Now she's the one driving James Corden's car? Yeah. I don't think so.
She would have done that when she was fat.
How dare she? No, but I do think that she kind of lost the weight and she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
She looks like a very, very old movie star with how beautiful she
was always, I think she was always beautiful when she was bigger. She had that natural... Dawn French, I thought, was always like really, really attractive.
Oh, not no more.
No, well, she's about 70.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that some people kind of have that addiction the other way because I think to myself as well, like, when does that stop? Like me, like with the Ozempic, I could have just been like, okay, I wanted it for my holiday, so I lost some weight for my holiday. The first thing that I thought about when I come back was, gotta have a jab.
Do you believe in body dysmorphia?
Yeah. I believe in reverse body dysmorphia as well. Let me tell you, I used to be in the army with this boy, man. I used to be in the army with this man, and when we were in like phase 2, which is where you learn to be a medic, he was like training at the gym and stuff, but he was so skinny, so little, just like tiny little, like, and he had abs because he was skinny. And I'll never forget, like, he used to walk around with this skin-tight vest on, right? And he'd walk around with his protein shake, and he'd be walking like this, trying to tense his muscles. And he would say to, like, someone goes, oh, like, you going to start training in the gym? And he'd be like, no, I am though. Like, and he'd get annoyed because he'd go, look at this, like, look, and he'd stand there like that. And he'd look in the mirror and he'd think he was, but he had reverse body dysmorphia because he truly believed he could sit here with you and I now and tell you he benches this much, he does that much, he does this, because he thinks he's big. And I used to go, that's the same as a skinny girl looking in the mirror and thinking they're fat. Yeah. Like, you've got reverse body dysmorphia. Fair play to you, but I do think it exists both ways.
Is it reverse body dysmorphia or is it body dysmorphia?
Oh, I thought body dysmorphia is when you think that you're like awful.
No, I think it's both ways. I think body dysmorphia is you see something that isn't there.
It's like the reverse Benjamin Button. Oh, that's just aging.
That's just normal.
That's just aging.
That's just
sorry.
Normal. That's just normal life. Asian or aging?
Aging.
That's just Asian. Oh, those Asian fuckers, they age badly.
It's the aging process.
Yeah, no, I think body dysmorphia is just body dysmorphia. Yeah. I think they'll see something that isn't there. But that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Massive real thing.
I absolutely agree. And there have been many times when I've looked in the mirror and I've gone, oh my God, Ashley, you look awful. And then, babes, I'm beautiful.
I was going to go, and where's the problem? Where's the dysmorphia?
And then I just step to the side and stop looking. Yeah. And then I go, I look great. There's the wall.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Best view.
Absolutely beautiful. But no, there is, body dysmorphia is definitely a thing. And I think it's like, but you know what? We only ever associate it with like people with bulimia or anorexia, where we go like they've got body dysmorphia massively. Like, I'm the absolute advocate of just going, smash up every single mirror in your house, right? Walk around for a day. Probably don't smash them because it's really expensive, but just walk around.
Well. And
unlucky. Walk around your house without looking in a mirror. Are you still going to have a good day? Yeah, you are. You know when you're going to have a bad day is when you look in the mirror, because you're going to find faults.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when you ring up your cosmetic surgeon and you go, Becky, can I just have some more work done to my face?
What would you have done? Or what would you change about your body that either you can't change or that you just wouldn't go to that length?
Two things, right? This is truly two things that I hate about myself, which one can never be changed.
Yeah.
And the other
personality?
one...
Yeah. I get it.
And the other one, I wouldn't go to that extreme.
Go on. Shall I guess?
Go on then.
That'd be a fun game, wouldn't it?
I know, I was going to say yes as well. Don't. Right, so first and foremost, height.
Yeah.
I'd love to be shorter.
Although, shorter?
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't going to have that stretch thing. I'd love to
I was going to say, I watched the programme yesterday. You can actually get stretched.
No, I would love to be shorter.
Really?
I hate being tall.
You're not that tall, are you?
No, but I am tall compared to most people in my life.
Yeah, okay.
I'm even taller than Scott.
How tall are you then?
Like 5'10". No, I'm not. That's a lot. I'm about 5'11".
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I hate it. I hate it.
That's funny.
And people go, "Oh, I'm sure you're about 6 foot." I was on a call with somebody the other day, and before I went on holiday, and he goes to me, "You're a lot taller than I thought." And I was like, "Sorry." And he went, "Oh, I saw you in person a few weeks ago, and you're a lot taller than I imagined." And I was like, "That's really upset me." Don't say that to me.
Why is that?
Don't say. Do you know when I'm on Teams calls, I lower my seat.
Do you?
Yeah, because I don't want to be tall.
You've done that with me a few times, and we've done a few podcasts. Yeah. I see you pissing around with your seat.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
I just thought it's a bed.
Peering over the desk.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Really. But I hate being tall. So that would be my one thing I'd change.
Can't do anything about that, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't do anything, you're right. Secondly,
this
is something that I know people can do, and it makes me sick to even think, because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I hate having big feet.
What size are your feet?
8, 9 and 10.
8, 9 and 10?
Yeah.
Is that the 3 feet you've got?
That's... I tried to squeeze into an 8.
I'm an 8.
See that?
I'm a generous 8.
I'm a very, like, feet hanging over, toes hanging over 8.
So you're a 10?
Yeah, so I'm a 10. But I hate it. I don't shop in shoe shops for shoes because I hate saying, can I get these in a 10? Because I always start off with, can I try an 8, please? Knowing they're not going to fit me. But like I ordered a pair of trainers recently and they came when I was on holiday and they're a size 8 and I didn't, that wasn't, and honestly, it was a genuine mistake. And I squeezed into them and I was going to wear them today, but like my toes are like that inside, but I will wear them. I will wear them. And because I am that person, I hate having big feet.
But I remember as a kid, boys loved having big feet. It was almost like and I've always had small feet, so I've always felt massively insecure about that.
Scott's
and even now,
Scott's got a size 7.
Yeah, everyone goes.
I'd love that.
Must be the size of your cock, and it's like, fucking hell. I used to be embarrassed. I mean, what size feet are you? 7.
Yeah,
I was like 6'1".
You can fit into kid shoes. Can you not?
Can I? What, as a 7?
Yeah, Scott goes to kid shoes.
Well, I'm 8, but I reckon I'm a 7.5 probably. So these are an 8, and look.
God, you've got like a room to smuggle children in there.
They're an 8.
Fuck the boats. Come over in your shoes.
But I genuinely think my feet are shrunk, or maybe I was compensating for having small feet and going, I'm a 10.
You're a 6.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. It's awful.
I was adamant in my mind I was always a 9 or 10.
No,
I was with my mum when I was growing up. My mum would have measured my feet and got me shoes. And
no, I hate it.
Maybe she was doing it. Maybe she was trying to boost my ego,
boost your confidence by saying,
he's a 10.
Big boy shoes.
Yeah, I kept falling over everywhere.
Oh God, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
But then it's in proportion to your height, though.
Oh, what? See,
because if you were 5'6", and you had size 10 feet. I mean, you'd have great balance, wouldn't you? They would try to push you over. You'd be like, what? But it's proportionate.
Yeah,
it's not like you've got some freakish,
Yeah, I don't like it. I think these are about a 9. Definitely. I hate having big feet.
There must be some kind of bone.
There is. You
chiseling.
Can have like your toes chiseled and stuff, and like people do it. Mariah Carey did it. Yeah, Mariah Carey did it. She had her toes done, and I just nah.
You got big hands or not? Very white hands on that side. Jesus Christ.
Keep bringing this back to my tan.
Yeah.
I haven't really got big hands.
No.
But I hate.
I wouldn't say you got big feet.
It's because I squeezed into these.
No, but I wouldn't. Even a 10's not big.
That is.
There's people who've got like size 12.
I know. Yeah.
Shannon, how big are your feet? 8.
That's an all right size.
8's all right.
8, 9, 10.
I used to say I've got footballers' feet because I felt so insecure about my feet. Oh no, footballers' feet. I'm a footballer.
Do footballers have smaller feet?
Yeah.
Do they?
Generally, yeah.
I knew I should have been a footballer.
Generally. You'd never see a footballer with massive feet. It just wouldn't work.
I knew I should have been a footballer.
Yeah, generally a lot of footballers are probably small, like size 6, 7. Small, nimble feet.
That's a shame. Cosmetic surgery.
I would have thought you would know that.
Just got to slept with footballers. Not footballers, by the way. A footballer.
Plural.
One footballer. Yeah. And I wasn't sleeping with him. We were in a relationship.
How big were his feet?
I think he was about an 8.
Yeah.
An 8 or a 9.
Generally.
Yeah, to be fair.
Goalkeepers will have big feet.
He weren't a goalkeeper.
No, but goalkeepers will have big feet. Oh. Players will have small feet.
Goalkeepers got big hands. That's why their gloves are massive.
Big,
yeah. No, I think he was about size 8. I did used to wear his trainers sometimes.
Squeezed into them.
Well, I was younger.
Yeah, these will do.
No, I was 18, 19, so my feet hadn't fully grown then. So I was about an 8 or a 9 then. I used to wear his shoes, his trainers. And then I remember, like, when that newspaper called me and they were like, but we've seen you wearing his trainers.
Oh, really? Shit, busted.
I was like, yeah, that must be what's happened there. We must be sleeping together because we've got the same trainers. But no, I think that that's it. Let's not talk about my feet now.
No, or footballers.
Get them out of my life.
So I thought about it the other day. What would I change?
Yeah.
I hate my freckles.
Where?
I've got freckles everywhere.
Oh.
I mean, that's why I cover them with tattoos. I've got freckles everywhere. Connected to that, I hate my... I've got an element of gingerness.
I do, yeah, you have.
But that's from the freckles.
Have you got ginger kids?
One, yeah.
One kid or one ginger kid?
One ginger kid, Fred. Interestingly, if you take melanotan, it changes your pigment. Mm-hmm. So my hair goes dark My freckles and my moles go dark. I haven't got many moles, but freckles go dark.
I can't believe that. I have seen you looking ginger though.
I know. But then sometimes it goes dark.
Yeah, I've seen you looking ginger, and then I'm like, oh, he's a ginge.
I'm not ginger.
Yeah, because you keep shaving your hair.
But it doesn't go ginger.
Your beard goes ginger.
I know. My eyebrows aren't ginger. My body hair's not ginger. My pubic area is not ginger. Why the beard? I actually wouldn't mind if my pubic hair was ginger.
Why do you keep saying pubic hair? It's
I
horrible.
don't have any pubic hair. But imagine if, but why there? Everyone can see my face.
I used to really fancy gingers. I did. I say
some gingers, like Freddie, my boy, his ginger's beautiful. It's just like a really nice, everyone that sees his hair is like, oh my God, I love your hair. When it's a little bit gingery in the beard, it's just like Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like freckly. Ooh. You're not really a ginge, but you kind of got a bit of freckle going on.
Yeah.
But I can change it if I lived on Melanotan.
Or you just dye your beard. Just dark, or just not black, but just brown. But
there's people that do that.
I know.
And they do it I just couldn't do it.
No.
And they shape it.
Yeah.
Too much.
And when they do that hairline as well.
Yeah, like too much. Eyebrows.
Yeah.
Do you get your eyebrows done?
No, these are natural.
Are they?
No, they're not.
What do you get done to them?
I just get them threaded.
Do you?
Yeah.
They look good, actually.
Do you know what? I had them done this morning. I went and had them done. But funnily enough, let's talk about eyebrows. It's the one thing that for years and years and years, when I didn't have great teeth or great hair or whatever, my eyebrows used to always look immaculate. And people used to always say to me, God, I wish I had eyebrows like you.
But I think eyebrows are they're such a visual thing.
Yeah. And I will, honestly, I probably get complimented on my eyebrows more than anything else. Yeah. Well, actually, since I've had my teeth done, my teeth always get complimented. Yeah. But my eyebrows, always. People will stop me and say, your eyebrows are
How often do you get them done?
Every 2 weeks.
Do you trim them yourself in between?
No, I don't touch them.
No plucking? No...
I don't touch them because I don't want to mess them up.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, see, I get annoyed, right? And it's a man thing. Men that just don't give a fuck. Like walk out of the house with just mental eyebrows or nose hairs or ear hair. And I'm just like, do you not own a fucking mirror? or even their wife. Do they not look at them and go, you probably need to they just don't give a fuck. People with long nose hair. I'm like, you must look in the mirror and you must see that nose hair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't, honestly, I'm to the point where I think they must be a psycho. They must be a psycho. How can they look in the mirror?
That with people with bad eyebrows.
Yeah, but I just like really bushy, long, scraggy eyebrows.
Absolutely. Some people don't need to touch them, they do. Some people's eyebrows are just, they don't touch them, they don't get them done, and they're all right. But mine are completely mine are just done to within an inch of their life.
They're good though.
Thanks.
But I just think, again, I don't get mine done, but I trim them and I pluck any that I don't want to be there. And I'll pluck them to a point, but I just honestly, I was talking to someone the other day and all I could look at was this fucking jungle coming out of their nose.
I don't get close enough.
I'm just people. You must own a mirror.
I don't get close enough to people. I don't mean I'm funny with smells, you say.
Smells?
I am really funny with smells.
Really? Like what?
Yeah. If someone's talking to me and they're in kind of breathing space, I always breathe through my mouth. Even when I talk to them, I breathe through my nose. I don't like anyone smelling a body odor, but any smells, smells of cigarettes or you go into someone's house and it smells musty. I don't like it. I don't like people who have bad breath. That's my biggest turn off.
I hate it. But I've also got the fear. I would hate someone to think I've got bad breath.
Yeah, and me.
So I eat chewing gum.
Yeah.
24/7.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine nothing worse than someone going, fucking Ashley?
I'd hate
breath
that.
Stinks.
I'd hate that.
Imagine it.
Oh, his breast stinks of ass. Oh, as soon as I said your breast stinks of ass, that's a whole different story.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's a whole different story. But I'm funny with smells, like body smells, anything like that. Like I always think people should smell nice. Always think they should smell nice.
So I was introduced to a roll-on deodorant. It's in my car, which I'll show you in a minute. Called Pit Rock. Ever heard of it?
No.
So conventional roll-on, if you use roll-on, has aluminium in it and magnesium, which gets in your bloodstream. It's really bad for you, apparently. Pit Rock, so it's a roll-on. It's a crystal. It's just natural. It's got no odour. When it interacts with water, the crystal lets off the minerals. The minerals kill the bacteria in your armpit, so you don't get any body odour at all.
That's so badly.
I'll show you it.
Yeah.
And it lasts for a year.
Wow.
I mean, I spend a fortune on fucking Nivea just for men roll-on.
Deodorant so much.
I'll show you it in the car. It's called Pit Rock.
Yeah.
The thing will last a year. You have to have, so as soon as you get out of the shower, so your armpit's wet, you have to put it on then because the wet is what triggers the mineral release, but it kills the bacteria. So you'll never, ever, ever get body odour. I'm not saying you do. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So anyone watching this, tip, Pit Rock.
You're going to have to get paid now.
I know.
You're going to have to go on trademark. What's the trademark?
What, trademark Pit Rock? I think I'm pretty sure it's going to be trademarked.
Trademark ED.
Yeah. Maybe I'll distribute it for the world. Pit Rock.
So on a final thought.
Oh, yeah.
So you used to do this for me, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm on the ball.
Okay.
So on a final thought.
Yeah.
Cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Is that what we were talking about?
I don't know. We got a bit off piece, didn't we? But...
Cosmetic surgery. Do you think that it is borderline mental illness?
Massively.
Oh.
There's no borderline. Massively. But it is, though.
Including you?
100%. The reason I will get filler, the reason I will get Botox, the reason I will get my teeth done is a massive insecurity.
I can get you a discount if you want your teeth done. Sorry, carry on.
Book me in. Massive insecurity. Massive. There's a part of me that probably doesn't like how I look. There's a reason I go to the gym. The reason I fucking have sunbeds. Massive insecurity. So
I just roll out of bed looking like
I know, right? I know. Onto the Botox needle and the eyebrows. But it's massive insecurity because otherwise you just wouldn't give a fuck. Part of me looks at people that don't give a fuck and I think, fucking hell, I'd love to be like that.
Yeah.
But it is a mental health thing. Of course it is.
That's a shame that you feel like that.
Yeah, but, you do something about it. I'll do something about it and I feel happier. So, but, I also think I'm not anywhere near the lengths of some people. I wouldn't, I might get my eyes done under here because I don't like looking in the mirror looking tired, But I wouldn't go and get facelifts. I wouldn't, to that extent. But if you want to, then go and do it, I wouldn't get fake abs put in my stomach. But so I think for me, I generally think that the mental health thing will come from an insecurity somewhere, or it will come from not liking something about yourself. I think if that's managed correctly, I think if it's dealt with correctly, I'm all for it. I think if someone doesn't like something about themselves, I would rather they were happy and got it done rather than worrying about stigma and whatever else. Just go and fucking get it done. Feel happier. But, and this is where the but comes in, I do think it has to be managed properly because I do think there's an addiction element to it. I do think there's probably people out there that are never happy, hence the Katie Prices, the world. And I think they just end up fucking it up. And that will probably then have a negative effect on their mental health. So I do think it's got to be managed. And definitely the gender reassignment thing, I think there's got to be some better protocols on that because to see 13, 14-year-old kids, having gender reassignment without the proper processes, I just think is just bonkers because you can't come back from that shit. One final topic I want to talk about, right? And
always have to take control.
Well, I mentioned it, but I wanted to talk about it earlier and I forgot about
power.
it. So men that want to become women, right? They will have their penis removed. They'll have fake breasts. Some fake breasts that men have look amazing, by the way. You know, you literally wouldn't know. They have a designer vagina. And I get the kind of the medical side. I've actually watched a medical video on this of how it's achieved. And it kind of makes sense. You know, you tuck it in and, you know. Women that want to be a man, and I mentioned this earlier, have a penis shaped from a bit of skin that's taken off their thigh and kind of moulded into the shape of a penis. It don't fucking do anything. So they don't pee out of it. So I'm guessing they still pee out of somewhere else, possibly a bag, possibly a hole. It definitely cannot be used for sex unless it's like a, you know, flaccidy kind of thing. What the fuck? What's the point? On that note,
shall we leave it on that note? I don't know. I thought they did it with a pump.
Do they?
Yeah.
What, pump it up?
Yeah, which is inside them, and they just press. I think it's there, and they press it, and then it becomes erect.
Where's the enjoyment factor for them out of
that? Who?
For the one that's pumping their penis up.
I don't know. Have you ever tried pumping up a tyre? It's quite therapeutic.
But where's the orgasm come from?
Listen, I'm very fortunate that I've got a fully
working penis.
But yeah, no.
Do you wish you could pump it up?
No. No. But I don't know. I don't know.
Can you research this for me and
find
out? I want to know.
Google search.
I want to know how a woman that's become a man has an orgasm.
I want to know how a woman has an orgasm.
Generally. Yeah. You've never experienced that, have you?
What, me having an orgasm?
Well, giving a woman an orgasm. That's the next topic. The next topic is Ashley's sex life.
It's probably best not to ever.
All right,
go down
we're good.
One.
Okay, so
be a lot of celebrities on the run now.
Yeah, all the footballers in Birmingham and Wolves.
Why would you?
Because you live in Birmingham.
Why
and Aston Villa. And Aston Villa.
Why don't you stop talking? Why don't you stop talking? Because there'll be a lot of...
No. All right. All right, so we're going to work out how a flaccid penis becomes usable. That's part of the research. But generally, other than that...
It's been quite an interesting one, hasn't it, today? It's been quite in-depth, actually.
I think so.
You know, I wake up looking like
we've worked out about your feet.
I know.
And you're freakishly tall.
I'm going to do that just in case I get more views.
They're so white as well. You've done that intentionally.
No, they always white.
You've done that intentionally.
I always buy new shoes. But if I take these off...
You've put on the extra white trainers just to show off how dark your legs are.
Tom, you should see my closet. If I show my feet, I might get some more views.
You might be able to...
Producer Shannon, how many more views do I get for a foot picture?
Could we start an OnlyFans page from Ashley's feet?
Do you think so?
Can we see the feet now?
I'm getting my feet out. You must be even mad. My socks are really white as well. Look how white my socks are.
Everything is white.
To make me look even...
The sofa looks white compared to your leg.
To look even darker. I'm doing that just to see if there's any clickbait. Because if anyone wants these socks...
Yeah? How much do you sell your socks for?
Send you my, what's it called, Cash App.
I know.
You've
seen it on people's link trees and stuff. They have like a little...
Cash App.
I will what?
To send money for my socks.
If
you want them, then just send. I'll send you my Cash App.
Nice. Okay.
I really hope that's somebody... I won't do it.
I hope they don't.
I hope they do. Because I might do it.
Send your socks.
Yeah. Pay for postage and packaging.
Sweaty... cheesy.
But do these look sweaty? Thank you.
Yeah, because you've got a fucking size 10 feet crammed into a size 8 trainer. They're probably, there's probably blood in there and all sorts.
That's been a Gay and a Guy podcast, and we'll leave it at Tom being an arsehole. Thank you very much.